Hello friends, welcome back to Crafting It with Nicole, and if you're new here, hi, welcome. In today's video, I'll be showing you some spring and Easter DIY door hangers, super budget friendly. Now let's jump right into it. So to start off with the first DIY, I grabbed this foam board that I already had on hand. Then I traced a big circle around it, and then I used one of those Dollar Tree Wreath rings to make a smaller circle in the middle, and then I cut them out with my blade. And I know that wreaths can be pretty expensive when you buy them pre-made at the store. So that's why I wanted to give you guys some ideas on making your own wreath. And let me tell you, these door hangers were super easy and fun to create. And they came out so adorable. So make sure you stay tuned until the end of the video so you can see how these beautiful door hangers turned out. Now, all the supplies that I'll be using in this video are from Dollar Tree. And I found these beautiful sunflowers at Dollar Tree, and I decided to make them as my focal point centerpiece in my door hanger just because they are my favorite flower and I love how they look. So I decided to put them right in the center, and then I'm adding these beautiful white daisies, one on each side of the sunflowers. Now for the rest of the wreath, I wanted to cover up that foam board, so I'll be filling it up with some greenery, different textures, different greens, but they look so adorable. And I got these beautiful lamb's ear stems at Dollar Tree, and I decided to add them to the wreath. Tell me in the comments below, would you do your own door hanger, or do you usually buy yours pre-made at the store? I like to make my own just because I love to have one for each season or holiday, and they can be a little bit expensive, so I always make my own and I have fun doing it. So tell me in the comments, would you give it a try? And I do apologize if you hear my kids in the background. It's a house with 3 small children, so it's barely quiet here, but I hope you enjoyed this video either way. And as you can see here, I like to use a popsicle stick when I am gluing on the leaves, just because I'm using a lot of the hot glue and I don't want to get my fingers burnt. And here I'm adding some eucalyptus stem, and I just cut them into smaller pieces, just adding them all around the wreath so it can add some dimension to the door hanger. And I'll continue to do that with all different types of greenery so it can create that effect on the wreath. And I think they all came out so cute together. Then I had this baby wreath, so I decided to cut them into tiny pieces so I can just place them all around the wreath in where I feel like it needed something, a little pop of white color. And it was the perfect touch on this wreath. Then I got this hello galvanized sign at Dollar Tree, and I thought it would be perfect to add to my door hanger since I'll be placing this in my front door, and it was perfect. Then I decided to add this beautiful neutral wire ribbon and just make a simple bow to put at the top of that wreath. I'm just here cutting 2 strips, one bigger than the other because I want the bows to be 2 different sizes, and then adding them together. And my little hack that I like to use when making bows is using Dollar Tree's rubber bands, the clear ones, and I like to tie them. It makes them very tight. It makes the process so much easier and faster. And after I'm done tying them, I will then wrap them with a jute cord that I also got from Dollar Tree. Super simple and easy to do. Now that I'm tying the jute cord, I decided to leave 2 long strands on the bow just because I want to tie it on the wreath. I don't want to just put glue on it because I want it to be steady and I know it won't fall off with the wind and everything. So I know it's secure in place. And look how cute this bow turned out. And now I'm adding here a little piece of that jute cord to add to my wreath, and this is where I'll be hanging my wreath from. And then I secure it with 1 popsicle stick and I'll cut it in half and put 1 in each side. And I am so in love on how this door hanger turned out for spring. I cannot wait to put this on my front door. Tell me in the comments below, what do you think, and would you do something differently, or would you give it a try to create this project? Now moving on to DIY number 2, I decided to do an Easter theme door hanger. And I got this wood craft at DollarTree that says Happy Easter. And since I'll be painting over the sign, I decided to remove all the twine from it. Now for the first paint that I'll be using is the folk art chalk paint, and I'll be painting the bunny with that one. And it's okay that I'm covering all those details on the bunny with the paint because later on I will be going over it with a Sharpie. For the pink paint, I'll be using the Apple Barrel Cameo Pink. And if you enjoy painting or even find painting relaxing, this is the project for you. Now moving on to the second piece, I'm just coloring each egg a different color, and I decided to go with the Apple Barrel Cameo Pink on one of the eggs as well, and then I'll be adding a few different colors on the rest of the eggs. Now for the next egg, I'll be using the Apple Barrel Parakeet Paint. And also I'll be adding some Apple Barrel yellow paint. And if these colors are too bright for you or that's just simply not your taste, it is okay because you can make them whatever color you want. You can go neutral, you can go with browns and beige and whites, or you can do it colorful just like I am. Either way, I'm sure it will be beautiful. And for the blue paint, I used the Waverly Shock paint, the blue Agave paint, and then for the purple, I used Apple Barrel Petunia Purple. Now for the last egg, I decided to go with the light mocha from Apple Barrel. Now going back to the first piece, I decided to paint that banner the Apple Barrel Dolphin Gray paint. Now I grabbed my Sharpie and I'm just going over all the details and all the letters so they can stand out over the paint. Then I decided that I didn't want that black to stand out that much, so I decided to dry brush it with some white paint and giving it that distressed look. Then I went back to my foam board and I made another circle and repeating the same steps that I did in the first project, cutting the circle, and now it's ready to go. And then I grabbed this beautiful Easter wire ribbon in blue and also in the pattern that says Happy Easter with some pastel colors and some eggs and bunnies, and I thought it was so adorable. So I cut them into small pieces and I started to glue the tip of them so I can make little loops, and then I'll be gluing them all around the foam board. Then I had this nautical rope and I decided to add it all around the inner circle and just covering up all those edges so it can give it that finished look. Then I grabbed those Easter craft shapes that they sell at Dollar Tree and I decided to put one in each of the holes where the twine was so it can cover that up, and then I'm just gluing here the bunny to the wreath as well as the Easter sign. I got these bunny pop pics at Dollar Tree and I thought they were so cute, so I decided to add them to my wreath, and they come with sticks on them. I removed the stick and just glue them at the bottom to look like the bunny's legs. Then I grabbed a little piece of jute cord and glue it to the back of my sign, and this is how my Easter door hanger turned out. I am so happy with it. I think it came out so cute, super budget friendly. So tell me in the comments, friends, which one was your favorite and would you give it a try to one of these projects? I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching and staying tuned until the end of the video. I hope this video gave you tons of ideas. I'll see you back here real soon. Bye guys.